if we can reclaim and recapture and start to think differently about self-promotion, what would you like to do to improve your self-promotion? And so here I want you to be really specific. What would you like to do to improve your self-promotion? Is it, I want more conversations with whomever, and you would know the whomever. I want my work in these locations. I want to network more and get to know more people who do this work and be able to collaborate with them. How would you like to improve your self promotion? Okay, so I'm here, more conversation with people who do work without the rest of the world seeing it. Well, how are you going to find them, Nadine, if we don't know how are we going to find them for conversations? And that's not saying that Twitter is the only way, because I see what you're saying, but how else are we going to find these people who are doing hidden work? And that's an open-ended question too, because you have an idea about who you're thinking about that you'd like to be talking to. So think specifically about who those people are. And then so you can answer that question of people who are doing work without the rest of the world seeing it. And Gail says, in a tasteful way. She's been surrounded by the boasting in academia, and it's turned her away from research. Yeah, sometimes in self-promotion where we get stuck is we're so focused on the goal that we have, right? It's tenure or it's transition from postdoc to first position. It may be I'm really trying to get this grant, completed, and maybe I need support or I need a reference letter. But at the end of what Shagun said, he said, I just wanted more socialization as well into this field, this work, or this particular community. And in the socialization, I would also say relationships, right? Because all of you, the work that you're doing, some of the people that you need will not be in the niche area that you're in, but they're related to it, or they have an interest in it, or they know colleagues who could tap into your work. And so sometimes it's not that it's going to be the research specifically, right? Sometimes it'll be the relationship and what we call that know, like, and trust factor. Being able to build that know, like, and trust factor is how you'd be able to go back to that senior colleague or even a peer colleague, if that's what you're interested in doing or gathering relationship for, to be able to ask the things that sometimes aren't related to the work. Like, I'm about to take a new position and it's new, it's an elevated position that I haven't had before. How would you suggest I negotiate for this? Or what are some terms that you've seen at your level or at your institution that I might bring into my institution? Right? I'm giving that as an example to say sometimes the ways we need our peers as well as senior mentors are not the on the nose obvious things that we're initially thinking about, right? How to get my research published, how to get grant funding, how to get a new role. There's all these other things that happen and that can almost spontaneously open up for you when you're able to build the relationships and that know, like, and trust factor.